Dennis Jr. here with Zager Guitars in Lincoln, Nebraska, along with my father, Denny Sr. We thought we'd do a video today. I had one of these going out and I just decided to grab it off the line quick and do a little video. This is our travel size, 36-inch travel size electric. This is our smallest guitar. It's our smallest acoustic electric. You notice it's got the nice electronics box on the side here. We have two what I call smaller guitars, our parlor size and our travel size. This is the smaller of the two, the travel. I usually recommend for customers wanting a smaller guitar, I usually recommend the parlor size just because it's pretty close size-wise to this, but it has a lot richer, deeper sound. For customers though who want the absolute smallest guitar for travel, this is the one I recommend. I also recommend this guitar. A lot of times we have children and things like that who want to start playing, smaller children, 5, 7 years old. This is one heck of a good starter guitar that way. Because you don't want a full-size guitar with kids. They end up more wrestling with it than playing with it. So this is our 36-inch travel size. It's our smallest. This is the full African mahogany, full solid wood construction, top, back, sides. A lot of customers ask, why don't you use spruce on the smaller guitars, on the travel and the parlor size? The reason we don't, spruce is a very bright sounding wood, and on these thinner, smaller bodies, which this guitar is, it tends to put off more of a tinny sound. Spruce works fantastic on the full-size guitars, even the OMs, but on the smaller guitars like this, we're trying to go for rich and deep, especially, and that's hard to do on a small box guitar. Generally, the smaller the box, the smaller the sound. But we do have a lot of customers, coming from the smaller Taylors, which are wonderful guitars, the small Martins too, who are buying this guitar. And they're not just buying it because of its playability, they're buying it because I have a lot of customers saying we put out a bigger sound on our small guitars than all others. That's I'm sure, everyone has their personal preference, but I hear a lot of that. And I think a lot of that has to do with our wood choices, that we're going with the full African mahogany. Again, this is not an assembly line guitar. This is a hand-built custom guitar. There are differences. This incorporates all of our easy play features, meaning our custom string spacing side to side. You'll notice on our guitars we have just a little bit wider spacing. It's about, depending on what you're coming from, a 32nd to a 16th inch wider spread between these strings, and you wouldn't think that would make a big difference, but it does. I'm sure you've seen a lot of videos out there of customers who own our guitars saying, my God, I used to make all sorts of mistakes, or I wasn't moving near as fast on my other guitar, and now I got this guitar, and amazingly enough, I just don't make the mistakes I've made, and I'm moving a lot quicker. Also, you're able to practice a lot longer. We have a custom bracing system on our guitars that just gives a little, down here in the face we use a little bit different bracing, so it actually gives just a little bit when you hold down chords here on the neck. And it's amazing when you don't have to press near as hard, how much you can progress as a new student or as an advanced player. We have got a lot of artists on stage using these guitars, and when they can play sets of 2 hours or longer without fatigue, it's pretty amazing. It just changes the whole dynamic of the guitar. But again, back to this guitar. This is our 36-inch model. This is the travel size. We also have the parlor size, which is just a little bit larger, but the two key things about both these guitars, the parlor and travel, is they have a 2-inch shorter neck design, meaning the distance from the nut to the saddle is 23.5 inches. What this creates is these fret spaces are a little bit smaller then, and because of that it's more conducive to a smaller handed player. If you have really small hands, then I would definitely recommend one of these travel or parlor sizes. I don't recommend this typically for medium or larger handed players, just because it can sometimes feel a little tight and cramped, with these smaller fret spaces. But I have big guys also playing these as well. But if you want a smaller box guitar but you have medium sized hands, then I would definitely recommend our OM size guitars, as those have the full scale, meaning you're not going to feel tight on this fretboard, and you're going to get a lot richer, deeper sound than this guitar provides. So it all just kind of comes down to what you're looking for. And again, I wanted to focus. This one has the electronics on it. It has the built-in tuner, so it automatically tunes your guitar. You know, you strum and it tells you where you need to be. Very simple. As a beginner, that's wonderful because it literally trains your ear. You wouldn't believe how many 40-year players we see who still don't have a good sense of pitch, and that comes from playing out of tune those 40 years. So I always encourage new players to get a guitar with a built-in tuner, because it's basically going to train your ear from the start, and you'll get a good ear because of that. On the other part of this electronic system, it allows you to plug it in on the bottom here, and you can play it like a full electric. So basically, this guitar is like two guitars in one. You'll also notice back down here, we've got a simple battery, 9-volt battery. You can use any 9-volt that you want. Got a lot of customers using rechargeables, but easy, very easy to get out. It's just one battery charge. Some of these brands I've seen where they put the battery inside, so you got to de-string the guitar, take the strings off, and pull all that off. We keep it simple. We put everything on the outside here, so you can flip that out quick. So again, I recommend this guitar only to customers wanting the absolute smallest guitar for travel, or probably children. That's the one I recommend this to. If you're a smaller person wanting a smaller guitar, I usually recommend our parlor size, which is only slightly larger than this, but it puts out a much richer and deeper sound. So again, if you have any other questions, don't be afraid to call or email. I'm here 7 days a week. Also remember, we are the only guitar company in the world with a 100% money-back guarantee, meaning you can try one of our guitars in your home for a full month. If it doesn't work out, you just send an email. We send you a free UPS return label, and they bring your guitar back free of charge, and you get 100% of your money back. So you can try one completely without spending a penny. So we're very proud of that. And I will say our return rate is extremely low because, we pretty much deliver what we say. I always encourage our customers to go read our reviews. We have thousands of them we've accumulated over the last 51 years. And it's very important to us that our customers are happy with our guitars, because almost all of our business these days comes from friends referring friends and family. So if you have any other questions, let me know. All right, take care, folks.